Hello and welcome back to the U Up Podcast. I'm Jordana Abraham.
And I am Jared Freed. It is so good to be back here with you, Jordana. How are you? What's going on? What's the haps?
I am good.
Well, I forced you to come into the city 3 days in a row.
You did after I'm dealing with my jet lag.
A lot of thank you. This is let me thank you on air.
Yes, the train was having the Long Island Railroad was having track work issues or electricity
Long Island
issues.
Railroad makes me feel old, and
it doesn't make you feel old or poor.
Poor, old, cringe.
Mass transport. What is it called?
Mass transit.
Transit. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Listen.
I love the subway stinks. Long Island Railroad fucks.
Luxurious.
Yes.
Yeah.
Quiet. Comfortable.
Well, the train system here in New York is better than anywhere. Like the connection between the city and the outer areas is way better than a lot of most places.
It is.
Like growing up outside of Boston, I had no connection to Boston.
You probably had to drive.
Yeah, you thumb it. You go out to the road with your stick and bindle and you'd put your thumb out and hopefully a big truck picked you up.
A nice stranger.
Yeah. No, but there was no, the towns were very insular, very walled off from even other towns. Here, New York, coming from Westchester, coming from New Jersey, coming from Long Island, those are all realities for growing up for a lot of people.
Yeah. I mean, there's
and
literally our
realities.
high school lore is when you went into the city in college, to go out.
Yeah.
The train that everyone would take back, the drunk train, was the 3:19, and we all remember the time because it was the 3:19 train.
That was it.
3:19
a.m. Make it back. Yeah.
3:19 a.m. or you had to wait till 5:19, and if you were so it's there was a 1:19 and then a 3:19 and then a 5:19.
Yeah, you won on that.
Yeah, if you're not on the 3:19, you're sleeping at Penn Station,
and you're in trouble with parents.
Yes.
And where have you been, and you have to answer questions.
Yes, and everyone on that train was just massively fucked up.
Oh man,
all drunk college
and
kids.
then now all that stuff's on video. You see it on TikTok and you're
terrifying,
and you're like, thank God I am not
one of those.
working there. Can you imagine? Those people are saints working those trains. Working
the Popeyes in Penn Station where we would get macaroni and cheese late
those
night.
People should be recognized way more than we.
Heroes.
Heroes amongst us.
Yes.
Speaking of eating in the city, I last night I did shows at the Cellar. I had a New York night. I went to, where I went and it brought me back, speaking of nostalgia.
Yeah.
The Smith. I went for dinner.
Wow.
And that's one of those places when it opened in New York City, I remember it. The Smith is now it's kind of forgotten, but it's a standard brunch get-together place.
I have mixed feelings on the Smith. On the one hand, it's a decent level of restaurant that is easy to get a reservation at.
Yep.
If you're going with a larger group, it's hard to get, a big reservation. It's relatively easy for the quality it is.
It gets the job done when you have a job to do.
Yes.
Hey, what are us 8 gonna do for brunch? Smith, done, fine. Everyone says good. The fries are great.
They're
we'll be
big.
okay.
It's big. They have enough options. Is it a little bit of an overpriced diner situation? Maybe.
Right. But maybe part of the cost of admission is the ease of admission.
Of course.
I went there and sat at the bar last night and I thought the same thing as you. I'm like, they're getting me for $56 for a salad and a French dip sandwich.
Right.
But it was all delicious.
Yeah.
I sat down. I was comfortable.
And it's easy to, I'm saying,
easy.
It's the ease of use. Yeah.
You ever have a French dip?
What is that? It's a meaty thing?
It's like a roast beef sandwich on a French bread and then served with a side of au jus, where you're supposed to dip the sandwich in the in the au
that's
jus.
not my kind of dish.
It is. I didn't think it was. Not mine either. I'm not ordering French dips everywhere I go.
Yeah. I don't love meat so much that I would order that.
I have to say, the French dip at the Smith,
pretty good.
I would suggest it highly. And it came with a big side of fries.
I almost think of it in the same category as a Philly cheesesteak, just very intense, meaty situation.
The argument could be made that the French dip is the classier Philly cheesesteak.
I
Like I
could
wouldn't
see
want to
that.
say,
Yes.
like if I said to you, oh, Jordana, I went and did shows in the city. It was a fun Tuesday night. And then I had a Philly cheesesteak at 10 o'clock. You'd be like, are you okay? What's going on?
Right. How much were you drinking?
Right.
Yes.
Are you out of your
Yes.
mind? Like, are you going through a divorce? You know, like, but French dip, it kind of makes me sound a little classy.
Yeah, for sure. You had a napkin,
Yes.
I think, on your lap
There was
for
definitely
French
a nap.
dip.
You put your napkin on your lap every meal?
Maybe not like a late night meal, but like yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Is that something you notice on a date? Would you notice that the guy put his napkin on his lap on a date?
I would notice if he didn't put the napkin on, I think. But you know,
Elbows-
it's always interesting the timing of when you're putting the napkin on your lap.
I'm right away.
You're right away before
Right
any
away.
of the food shows up.
Throw it down.
I try to wait until the food gets there.
Really?
I'm like, am I, I don't running to get to cover
Napkin time.
cover myself for. I do think about that. I'm like, when's the right time to put the napkin on?
I think about like, the politeness, we are the Emily Post of dating podcasts, but like the class of like using a fork and knife, how someone uses it, napkin on the lap, elbows on the table. These were all things that like
do you think about the how they are using the cutlery?
Oh, absolutely.
Really?
If they hold a fork wrong, this date is as good as over.
I have to say that's always been a big insecurity of mine.
Really?
I think I don't do it right. Coming from a large feral family,
Right.
that was never something. I actually got made fun of the other day for putting the fork on the wrong side of the plate when setting the table.
I'm not that anusy.
But I don't know basic. No one taught us like basic table manners, and so I don't think I actually hold the fork. I think you're supposed to hold the fork.
Let's get a fork out here.
You're supposed to hold the fork in like your left hand if you're a righty, right, or something.
I don't think so.
Or your right hand and your right.
When you're cutting?
Yeah, I think. You're
Oh,
supposed to,
yeah. When you're cutting,
right.
it's
I don't
knife
do
and
that.
right, and
Yeah, I don't do that. I do like the opposite of that.
You have your fork in your right and your knife in your left.
Yeah.
Your offhand.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Is that something that's like taught to you as a child?
I would think the knife goes in your strong hand, and then the fork in your weaker hand.
Yeah, well, that makes sense, but
And then
that's not what I do.
You have to switch. If you don't switch, that is impolite.
I don't know any of these rules.
Will?
That's what I'm saying. You cut with the knife with the right
with the
hand.
right hand.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I would cut with the left, hold it with the
That
with
is
the right.
crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm an animal.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah,
when you just
yeah.
said that, I was like thinking back to I was like, is that why that guy dumped me?
It didn't work out. Well, I think right to left as far as cutting is concerned.
Would you say something or you notice that?
No, I wouldn't say something.
Would it be a deal breaker?
No. I would talk about them behind their back.
Would it be a deal breaker?
No, the deal breaker would be holding the fork incorrectly.
So
That's-
that's what I'm saying. I'm holding it in the wrong hand.
Yeah, but that for the cutting, I don't know if I would notice it. That's something like my dad would notice. My
Okay.
dad is like big on like
table manners.
you're a lefty. Like righty,
Oh, he
lefty.
would call me a lefty.
Yeah, he'd
even
be
though
like,
I'm
"Are you a
righty."
lefty?"
Okay.
Like that's a big. My dad is like right hand, left hand autistic. Like he has to talk about it.
Right.
What you are. Like my brother kicks with his left, throws with his right, and to my dad, that is like the craziest fact about my brother.
Okay.
He like goes on and on about it.
You're supposed to kick with your right and throw with your left.
No, you kick with your right, you throw with your
Right, yeah,
like you're
yeah.
strong hand, weak hand.
Okay.
I'm a righty through and through.
Yes.
I was also thinking last night, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce got engaged. We put on our
at
YouTube.
this point, like a month ago.
A month ago, right.
Yes.
If you want to go watch our actual reactions to
Live reactions.
live reactions, no cuts,
Man,
no edits.
If you're sitting here 3 weeks after the engagement thinking, you know what I haven't done yet? I haven't seen the live reactions. of
Yeah.
Jordana
Well,
and Jared.
sometimes you miss things. I don't
Yeah,
know.
go to the YouTube.
Listen, I talk about nothing more losery than talking about stuff I've posted, and someone's like, "No, I missed it," and I'm like, "Yeah, I guess most people miss the things I post." But we do have a thought here where it's like with breakups and with relationships, beware of holidays, weddings, vacations, global pandemics,
Vernal equinox.
the vernal equinox.
Or no, the autumnal equinox,
Yes,
right?
that's a big one.
The autumnal equinox.
Gotta watch out for autumnal. And I'm adding to breakups. I would love to see a stat. Do you think there was more breakups after the Travis and Taylor engagement? Because I kept thinking, now think of it this way, because I would say beware, if I was to add to the list, beware of international superstar getting engagements.
Right.
International superstar engagements. I would say if you're in a relationship where you're wondering what you are, breakup could be coming.
And Taylor and Travis have...
Taylor and Travis, imagine it. You're 2 years in with a guy.
In 2 years, Taylor, I have to say, for two people who are almost 36 years old, that's not short.
Not short. I would say on time. I would say their engagement, Taylor and Travis, dating for 2 years. Okay.
On time.
I think you hit the mark.
I think if it was another year, that would be like a little weird.
We'd wonder.
Yes.
A year earlier,
months,
we wouldn't trust
honestly,
it. I trust it.
I think he had 6 months from now.
What do you...
I think it was if it was 2.5 years for two 36-year-old people.
Right.
I think that would be...
what are we doing
a little
here?
late.
Right.
Yes.
So to that point, if you've been dating someone for the same amount as Taylor and Travis have been dating...
And you're in your mid-30s.
And you're in your 30s-ish, whatever. Let's just call it 30s. The conversations this weekend are weird.
Yes.
The heat has been turned up.
Totally.
You know, because she's coming home and let's say she plays it as cool as she can play it. And I'm saying she because I'm making generalizations. I'm sorry.
Sure.
Let's say she comes home and she goes, "Did you hear about Taylor and Travis?" And the guy's like, "Yeah, that's so awesome." Like, he's like positive as he can be.
Okay.
And then she goes, "You know, they've been like dating the same amount of time as us."
Yeah.
Like, to me, this is friend in the group getting engaged, but for the general public.
It's not as bad as friend in the group getting engaged because that's more of a direct comparison. We're in the same social circle. We're in the same, place. Like, these are celebrities. Maybe there's outlying factors. Friend in the same group getting engaged is like
but at least
a thing.
But at least for the guy, he knows the group.
Yeah.
So he can see the engagements coming. They're less of a surprise.
Right.
This Travis engagement was like the shot he didn't see coming. Like, this is like a whack in the head from behind from someone like, "Dude, well, you getting engaged?" And you're like, "What the fuck?"
Well, it is funny. It's totally true. The summer I got engaged, I would say like a month or two before, 21-year-old at the time, Brooklyn Beckham, proposed to his girlfriend of, I think, a year.
Okay.
And I'm sitting there, I'm 30.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. And Mike's sitting there going...
I actually did a tweet on that went pretty, that did pretty well.
Yeah.
Because it was the same time as the, that meme that was going around with the red table talk with the Will Smith, Jada Pinkett Smith thing where they're both making the faces.
Right.
And it was like me when 30-year-old me after hearing that like 21-year-old Brooklyn Beckham got engaged to his girlfriend of 1 year while looking at my boyfriend of 3 years.
Yes, exactly. This is the beware, because you're either getting engaged real soon, he's getting his stuff together. He's like to the boyfriend who's gonna get engaged to you, this is annoying because it's like, I'm doing it. Right. Like, stop it.
Yeah.
It's coming in a month.
That is the,
like,
right.
Really
that was
annoying.
his reaction of like, you're annoying me.
Right.
Like, and you're making me want to do it less.
Like, I'm doing it. I'm not Brooklyn Beckham. Like, I don't have $1 billion. Like, I'm going to the ring store. I can't believe I'm getting in trouble for something that I'm like actually doing.
Yeah.
And then for the other boyfriend who's like still on the fence and like it's either engagement or break up, like,
it's awkward.
He's breaking
There's
up.
nothing more awkward, I think, for a couple when they're not getting engaged when someone else gets engaged around them and like they haven't fully went deep into that conversation, or it's like one, I think, from our last episode where it's like it's coming, but like one person thinks it's like the person's being vague about it.
Right.
And then you see someone else and
it's like how vague it forces you out of vagaries.
Yes.
Like, you have to now get specific. Like, they've been together it's no longer, hey, when are we gonna? They've been together 2 years. They got engaged.
Right.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
We've been dating the same amount of time as them. You know, like, it's.
I remember there was a guy that I knew a guy who like was with his girlfriend for a while, was like in that vague sense. And he's like, someone got engaged. He's like, I'm just not going to tell her.
How long can he keep that going for?
I'm just not going to tell her.
Right. And it's funny, like when people, someone asked me like, is this going to be material? I don't do material about anyone else but myself. Like, I only
Right.
make fun of me and how I feel and how annoyed I am. You know, like I would never make, or I try not to make fun of other people, but it's all my own insecurities.
Right.
And last night I just kept thinking, like, what if I was 2 years in with a girl that I was like deciding, and I'm like, and Taylor Swift, the whole day is dedicated to them getting engaged.
It's all
after
anyone
2
is
years of
talking
dating.
about.
Everyone's talking about it.
Hopefully all those guys were hiding yesterday.
I mean, I would have.
Could not be reached for
I would have
comment.
hidden. It would have ruined my Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
Like, we can't even talk about the beach anymore. I don't even want to be with that person anymore. I would like.
Well, that goes to show what it can. I mean, again, I'm not saying this is right, but for women, that is like, she fucking did it. Where's mine?
Well, it's helpful for women, or it's, you know, if you're waiting for an answer, Taylor might have actually helped you get one.
Open the conversation. That's why men are avoiding you.
Right,
right.
right. Your boyfriend's been cagey because he knows every conversation goes back to Taylor got engaged and they've been dating the same amount of time as us. It is interesting just the way we interact with the world, the way social media like forces us into these conversations. I don't know.
But I mean, here's the thing. That is the world that we live in. Like,
Yeah.
so you can say, and I think this is conversation, especially for men and women. It's very easy for men to be like, well, why do you care what anyone else? Why are you comparing to anyone else? Why do you care what your friends think? Why do you care? What do you care if anyone's wondering why we're getting engaged? Why do you care what they think? Why do you care about social media? It's like, no, this is the world that we live in. And for women, they face different pressures than men do.
Well,
and I think to not acknowledge that, or to not say, even if that's not my experience as it goes with engagement, I recognize that your experience around this conversation is different. I think is like a nice thing to do. That's having empathy for the person you're with.
You're exactly right. I mean, it's the job of this podcast. The
Right.
job of this podcast is to say that is from my side of the aisle, straight male side of the aisle, that's a bad actor argument. That's using morality to win against me. You know, you're using the morality of like, who cares what other... I saw a lot of those comments on the thing we posted. Who cares about a celebrity getting... Oh, you guys are obsessed with celebrities. That's a real high and mighty take.
Right.
That's not a real human being. Who cares about celebrities? Of course we do. They're the mirror to who we are. The celebrity and pop culture talk is
too.
how we talk about society.
Or they would just keep scrolling.
Right.
They care also.
They care. They're commenting.
They care more.
I saw something we posted today. It was about, red flag or deal breaker. He hasn't had sex in 8 years, right? That was what he hasn't had sex in 8 years. Is a red flag or deal breaker. And we had like a thoughtful conversation. Like, and I even said, I think it's not a red flag. It's not a deal breaker. It's like but it is something.
Right.
And that's like a thoughtful take, I think, of like, 8 years isn't why of celibacy isn't why I'm dumping someone. But it is changing the nature of how we interact and how sex is brought into this conversation. And
as it should be.
The stakes, as it should be. And there was someone that commented, I don't mean to like point out one commenter, but it's the reason like dating conversations get so personal and pointed. They were like, they've got a weird sex kink. They have something wrong with them.
Right. Well, that's why that person doesn't have a podcast.
I know, but even but when you see those, you have to consume those comments online.
Right.
And it's like, that's why, like, you see people get, I don't know who I'm even talking about, but like the people that get angry at comments.
Yes.
I guess I'm that person, but I'm like, they're like punching back at something that's not a real take. If you were dating someone and they were like, I haven't had sex in 8 years, you're not like the Flintstones car woo, 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 running away. You go, well, explain that to me. We've gotten to know each other a little bit. Obviously if we're at this point in the relationship. But if there's a podcast out there that's like, dump him if he hasn't had sex in 8 years, he's got a micro dick. You're like, okay, that was an easy.
Right.
That was just too easy an explanation for your fucking clip. Yeah.
Right.
I don't know, all these things.
Depth doesn't play as well on social media as it does on podcasts.
No,
in my opinion.
It's a good opinion. Let's do the show. I'm on the road. If you're listening right now, I'm going to be in Kansas City, Missouri. I got shows all over this great country of ours. Kansas City, Missouri, Richmond, Virginia, DC, Milwaukee, Minneapolis, Durham, Charlotte, Fort Lauderdale, Royal Oak, Michigan, Orlando, San Diego. And then I hit the big ones, Philly, Baltimore, Tampa, Atlanta, Charleston, Boston. Added a show in Boston. So we got a second show. Get those tickets. Dallas, Houston, New York, Toronto, Vancouver, Seattle, jaredfreed.com. For those tickets, what's going on with you, Jordana?
I hate when you ask me that. It's
oversharing. Go listen to oversharing.
Go listen to oversharing.
I just listened to a great episode where I was like screaming at the podcast.
Were you disagreeing with us?
You didn't point out something that I would have pointed out, and I was wishing you would. There's a triggered segment. I mean, now this is from like 2 months ago. But she was saying that like she was talking about someone about their whether they want to have a baby or not.
Yeah.
And then they post on their stories, hey, let's not ask people about having whether we're going to have more kids because you don't know what's going on in their lives. Which I agree with everyone involved was, yeah, it sucks to like talk to someone and then have them post something.
Right.
That, like,
feels
about
like
what
it's about you.
Right.
Yeah.
But also like that person has to be a little bit more responsible. Like you're going to go through the world and it might hurt you a little bit.
Yeah.
But the woman that wrote in, it annoyed me. She was like,
That's just me.
That's just me.
That was the annoying
The way
part,
she described herself as she said that she's a little ADHD, so she's more direct. I hate when people do that. Right. I hate when someone like self-diagnoses.
Yeah.
Well, if you're self-diagnosed, then you know that your direct
wrong.
question is not one to ask.
Otherwise, you wouldn't attribute it to a mental health issue.
Right. You're adding morality to it. You're fending me off from this discussion. You're trying to beat me.
Right.
You know, and so.
Well, she's triggered by the discomfort of others.
Right.
Yes.
So, no, I just think Oversharing is a great podcast and you guys should all go listen. And
thank you. Whenever you ask me what's going on, I feel like, when someone asks you what your hobbies are and you're like, oh, fuck, I need to get some hobbies. Like maybe I need more going on.
I try to read and I fall asleep within a sentence of starting the reading. That's my hobby.
Is that what you say when someone asks you if someone's like, what do you do for fun? I mean, who asks people?
Judge other people.
Does anyone on a date ever ask you what you do for fun?
I've been asked that
or
question.
on like an app?
I judge other people and eat. That's what I say.
That's fun.
Yeah, that's my.
I like that.
It's my going answer.
And then if they say they read,
judge and eat,
judging and eating. If they say they read, you block them.
Yeah, game over. Read. Well, I can't read. I've come to the conclusion that I
don't
fall
know
asleep.
how to read.
No, I know how to read, but I fall asleep within a sentence of starting.
Well, then it's good. That must be a good way for you to fall asleep.
I've never tried it.
If that happened to me every time I read, I would start reading before bed because it
makes me annoyed that I haven't read.
How do you sleep? Is it easy for you to go to sleep?
Podcasts. I listen.
We just talked about this, but I'm saying like, is it like?
I'm generally okay with sleeping. It is not.
You don't have a tough time going to sleep.
Generally, but how about you?
That's nice. I have periods of like where it's very easy and periods where I'm up all night. But lately, it's been good.
Yeah,
must be those Boll and Branch sheets.
There it is. Plug City all the time. Oh, let me give another plug before we get started. If you want, I want people, since they're podcast listeners, listen Oversharing. J-Train, I'm doing a daily show. So if you're looking for to keep the other days of the week afloat, Ticked Off Tuesday, the only place you can complain on the internet about anything. I complain with you. Wednesdays, I have a chit chat with a guest, which is fun. You get a whole every day of the week is a new menu. New menu item. It's Shea Jared. Right. At Shea Jared, you get my black top or blackboard items. Do people appreciate this from you that you just give them constant contact? I don't know. I think I'm maybe giving too much sometimes. Are you oversaturating? I give so much of myself. I think, I put stuff out every day. V, who's helping with this podcast, one of the producers here, helps me with with J-Train. And sometimes I'm like, is this embarrassing? They love it. The people who like it love it. Yeah. Pop Culture Thursday, I just go to page 6 and I read headlines and I dissect them. I dissect the headlines why is this a news story? And then I read the article to see if I'm right or wrong. Okay. I have fun doing it. It feels like sometimes those podcasts that I do feel like they're it's like me going to the gym. When I do Pop Culture Thursday, it's improv, practice improv. Right. Because that makes sense. But none of them become bits. I just I have fun. Well, they're not evergreen. They're very timely. It's very hard to take a pop culture thing and keep it in the act. Totally. I mean, on the special that we taped, I have a Rob Lowe bit, and the Rob Lowe bit is 10 minutes long. I still think that hits. It still hits. It's not because also it's personal. Right. I hate him. It's not just about and also the ad wasn't so incredibly popular that it was trendy for a minute and then over. I'm still afraid someone else might try to do the bit because it's out there for everyone. That's sometimes the hard part about relatable jokes. Like,
right. Well, we would all know.
Right.
And
I'd
come
have
for
to cut
them.
it from this. It's still there.
It's great. It's a great bit.
Listen, I'm proud
I think
of
that
it.
might be my favorite part.
That, I mean, to some, yeah. I do think what he did is garbage.
It's not even about what he did. It's about the way you tell the story.
Well, yeah.
Which is
Thank you.
Which is very, very. Do you know what I mean?
it.
Like this, like the part about like what he did is.
It's secondary to
could
how
be told
passionate I am
yes.
to how much it annoys me.
And just like the way that you tell is just very, very funny.
Thank you.
It's my favorite part.
So that special will be somewhere at some point. We'll see.
Yes. Hang on to the edge of your seat.
Yeah,
something's coming.
Something is coming. All right, what are we talking about?
Let's get into it. All right. Hi, J&J. Huge fan of you both and all of your content. I'm writing in about a new dating trend that I've observed and I'm partaking in. I, 29 female, recently started dating a younger man, 25, for the first time.
Okay.
We met through mutual friends, and while I initially didn't see him as a romantic prospect due to his age, one thing led to another, and now we are about 1 month into dating.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I'm biased because I'm doing it too, but it really feels like so many other women in my broader social circle and in the online community are doing the same. You cannot mention people in the online community.
Yeah, and also right, and also like the idea.
Well, that's kind of how Father Algorithm tricks you, is because
Right.
sometimes when you're doing something, all you get fed is the niche group of people who are doing something, and it makes you
Right.
think that something is a trend when it's actually just something that you're being fed.
Right. This is like
That's why the online community is not a credible source
right
for the
and
witness stand.
I agree with everything you just said, and it is this is a gateway drug to douchery. You know,
The online community.
the online community, the buying your own hype, and this like trick that worked for you, like this life hack, aka which she's kind of like hinting at, the life hack being women should marry younger.
Right.
The life hack that I don't think is a one size fits all. Like, I would never give that advice here.
Right.
We would never hear from someone, hey, I'm looking to date, I'm 28, what should I do? We wouldn't, among the 30 things on the list, one of them would not be
Go for
look
24-year-old guys.
Right. We would not say that.
Yes.
It worked out for you, or it's working out 1 month. Let me remind you, 1 month.
Yes.
But this is a gateway drug to sounding like the worst person that I would never want to interact with.
Yes. Tread carefully.
Let's keep going.
My broader social circle, credible source. Online community, not. Okay.
Should you give it a try? That's a different way of saying these things.
Give
Yeah.
everything a try.
Right. Like, should you meet a 25-year-old, should you spit on them and say, get away from me, boy? No.
Right. Do you think you found the key to lasting happiness? Relax.
Yeah, chill.
I personally only ever dated men who are older than me and thought I was having a unique experience, but apparently
There's no
not.
such thing. That's the other thing. There's no unique experience.
You were the same as everyone
Yeah,
else.
we're not that.
Thank you
That's
for
the great disappointment of the internet is finding out that your beautiful, lovable upbringing and personality are really not that far away from everyone else's. That's the
You're
depressing
basic.
part. It's depressing to me. I'm saying that I'm being vulnerable.
Yeah.
I thought, oh my God, this high school, what, you know.
Well, that was kind of what we learned when starting Betches. When we started Betches, we were writing about ourselves. We put it on one person's Facebook group, and people all over the country thought it was about them, which is when you realize
Right.
you're just like everyone else.
Just like, and there's power to that too. Like, as much, whenever someone says I'm basic, I get annoyed by that. I don't like when people talk down on their own upbringing, because now you're talking down on mine. I see that in comedy a lot, where a lot of comedians think they have to have this, Peter Parker, lore to be allowed to do stand-up.
Okay,
So
you have
they're
to have like some trauma.
I have to have trauma, and then they over enunciate their own traumatic things that have happened as trauma to be able to go on stage. And now you've kind of ruined. I don't buy it. I roll it. Like
Right.
when I see person tell me how poor they am when they showed up in an Uber. You know what I mean? Like I used to sit at open mics all the time, and I, over time. And listen, there were points where I'm like, maybe I'll talk about I have one leg an inch and a half long on the other, and now I can, I can really, have that thing that no one else has. And I've kind of gone the other way where I'm like, I'm gonna just talk about how
that's
normal
relatable.
I am.
Yeah.
Like I think there's a power. If you kind of figure out how to see that as a power, it's somewhat freeing, I think, in a lot of these for a lot of people. But
I would
go on.
agree.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
I'm genuinely loving dating this younger guy and find him so much more kind and attentive and emotionally available than the last few older men I've dated. But that probably has more to do with who I've been dating than their age.
Well,
However,
I would also go back at them. Older guy hasn't found someone. Yeah, there's a reason for that too.
that's true too.
You know, like, look at me, 40. Like, you think I'm like, I've just been this, like, you know, there's a reason I'm here at 40 that you might probably won't have the spell.
Right.
To-
Whereas
to break.
a younger person might have just not met someone.
Right. So again, that's how
That's good point. Also, her sample size is 1. However, my main concern with the relationship is the prospect of having significantly different relationship timelines in mind. We've talked about this, and he has assured me that this likely won't be an issue for him. This likely won't be an issue for me.
left and out, little trap door.
But can one ever be sure? I'm so curious to hear if this is a trend that you have heard about, observed, and what your thoughts about this are. Sincerely, help. Am I a cougar? Have you ever dated an older woman?
Yeah. Well, you know what happens is older women or women who are older than me
Okay.
talk themselves into this more than it is a reality for me.
Okay.
Like,
they make it more of a thing than you do?
Yeah, like I've been on a date with a woman who's older than me, and they're like, "You're a baby." I'm like, "We would have been in high school together." Like, that's like, you know what I mean? Like they make themselves
Like
so
2
much
years
older,
than you, right? Yeah.
that it's like a little crazy.
Well, I think a lot of women do that because they feel insecure about dating someone a little younger.
Mm-hmm.
Because there is an element of like, I'm going to say this so that other people can't say it about me.
Right.
And I think there's like an insecurity of like, am I being like weird or desperate or do people think that I'm like kind of like being a joke or something? And I think that they're saying that to almost make themselves feel better instead of saying it to you.
Totally. And that's probably why she sees so much like stuff online. You know,
She's looking for validation.
And the validation is coming from people who are insecure about it, being like, you don't need an older guy. You look at me, look at me, look at me. And it's like, you know, again, I roll, but also I get why people do that. You know, like.
What's the oldest person, how much older than you was the oldest person you ever dated?
I dated a woman 76 and, you know, no.
Was it all for you? Yeah.
She was, no, I remember I like went out with a woman, she was 43 and I was 39 or something.
Okay.
And not crazy. Like,
That's not crazy.
I don't know. To me, you know, when it comes to men and the age of the people they're dating, it's, again, we're the stars of our own movie. I've never thought of it as, look at this old woman I'm with. Like, that's never been my thought.
I mean, I would imagine you wouldn't be dating someone you thought of as an old woman.
Right. So if guys with you, again, like men are simple creatures. So like, penis move, I go.
Do you think about age? Not really.
But when you think about it, the only context I'm thinking about is how quickly they need to go.
Well, that's what she's thinking about.
Right.
Right.
So I'm right. You know, so like when it comes to the men you're dating, when he says likely, that's him.
It likely won't be an issue.
Right.
It's like, is it an issue or it's not an issue?
Right. Likely, you know, even at 25, this young pup knows enough to say the word likely.
Yes.
Nothing is by accident. Nothing happens, likely. Well, he said likely, but I'm sure he doesn't know that's what it meant. He knows exactly what he's saying. Darwinism. This guy's trying to survive. He's trying to make sure keeps you happy while also not signing himself up for too much.
Right.
So he says likely. So to me, that's what a man is thinking about. How much trouble will this get me in? And and we talked about this a little bit last week as far as like when I was 27 and I'm on the apps and I'm seeing a 30-year-old, I'm like, whoa, she's going to be ready.
Right. And it sounds, I mean, this woman does sound like she's more ready than this guy.
Right. And this is stuff that could get screamed down by people. Like, this does sound bad. Like, well, 27-year-old guy being like, 30, you're ready. And then it takes one woman who's 30 to go, don't tell me when I'm ready. And it's like, okay, then I'll shut the fuck up. I'm just saying how I feel.
Right.
You know, I
get critiqued for that all the time. Like, I think all women care about, you know, want to get married or want a relationship or want the same things that I do. And it's like, no, I'm talking about the things that I want.
Right.
And I know a lot of other women also want those things.
Right.
Not every woman. I mean,
Not every
I
woman.
can disclaim that every time I say something, or you can know that I'm talking about my own experience and the experiences of a lot of people that I know.
And it's almost harder for you. I think that's harder for you because for me, I'm like, this is how I feel as a man, and you can't really dispute that. You know, like, I think, like, if a man said, well, I want a
relationship. I mean, I'm sure you get some men who are like,
sure,
well, I really, I'm always looking to commit.
Right. And it's usually a guy who's married and out of the game and has
Right.
nothing to lose, only to gain from his wife, who will go, what a great guy.
Right.
So and listen, I'm just saying, I think you're right. I think the idea that a 30-year-old woman who dates a guy who's 27 is probably more, if you said it, I would agree. You know, I'm sure
Right.
most women would agree with you. Yeah,
Probably
I mean,
more inclined to be looking for something serious.
well, the bad actor argument to you would be like, I don't want a baby. I don't need to be married. No, that's not even what you're saying.
Right.
You're saying more likely to not want to go clubbing, not want to be at a bar with no chairs, not wanting to be with loud music.
Right.
Like,
And even if it is more likely to want to be in a serious relationship, more likely to
Right.
want to get married, that is not, I'm not saying every woman would like that.
But I would also say that every person, as you get older, wants very similar things, similar comforts.
Right.
And
Man
I
or
think
woman.
women are probably quicker to those comforts than a lot of men are.
Right.
You know, like I'm 20, you know, guys are a lot of time 27 forever. You know, so, and I see it, you know, I see it, you see it. So to this person's point, their question, this
What are your
is
thoughts
like,
on it, I
like
guess?
my
Like,
thoughts
yeah.
on her, will this be an issue? It'll be an issue in the way it would be an issue with any guy you're dating. This is why are you ready is not a good question.
Right.
I'm ready is a better statement than are you ready
Right.
is a question.
I agree, because when you ask vague questions, you get vague answers,
Right.
which is this likely won't be an issue for it. It's like if you present him, now is the time for it to be an issue. Not like likely. It's like, are we going to be in? We're dating for a month.
Right.
Are we in a relationship?
Right. I'm in a relationship
I'm right.
with you.
Yes.
And then
You can't say
Well,
I'm
likely.
likely to be right. So like,
Right.
be more concrete.
right. And this is a lesson for dating rather than a lesson for like what age should you date. Like when I see like women with younger men spouting off about how great it is and how other women should do it too. To me, that's an insecure woman.
Right. Well,
that's someone, and then it's usually with a guy who looks like a marionette puppet, that she's got his hand up his ass and she's talking from his mouth. It's usually someone who wanted control, and they have a younger person who they can control. That's what it seems like to me from the online people who are dating younger.
That's often right.
That's what it looks like.
Even for men who date younger women, I think.
Same
also,
thing.
Yes.
That I want less, you know, feedback on my life.
Right.
I want to run the show.
Yeah, and there's a power thing in that. I think
Totally.
you can't completely take out the power differential between age gaps in either
Right.
direction.
Right. So for this person who obviously wants a relationship, I think I statements are going to work great for you. Asking this 25-year-old what he thinks is going to happen in 3 years, he don't fucking know.
Right.
So-
I'm in a relationship with you.
Right. See how he responds to that.
Yes, I have a 25-year-old boyfriend.
UUP@betches.com. Keep sending yours in. We'll do an icky or picky. We love an icky or picky. You're dating someone, one thing happens. Is it icky, or are you being a little picky?
Yes.
J&J, longtime listener, subscriber. I got to say, can I give a shout out to the subscribers?
Love the subscribers.
Thank you. And I meet them on the road, and they're so nice, and they're game, and they're fun, and just got to give a lot of love to the subscribers. If you're not a subscriber, we'd love for you to join.
And if you meet us, tell us you're a subscriber.
It's always at first, I'm like, thank you.
But don't lie, because we'll ask you a question to test you.
I'm going to ask you what it says on my parents' car that I'm driving.
Yes.
But I think I said it on the regular episode last week. If you want to sign up, go sign up. It's in the description of this episode has the link to sign up to become a subscriber. It's pretty short money for what we're giving you. I think it's a good exchange of goods for services.
I would agree.
Or compensation for services. It's no ads. You get them a day early, and we give you an extra episode every other week.
Yes.
So, and the extra episodes, we are pretty personal on them.
Yeah, we try our best.
So
Pour our hearts out.
we give you everything. I give you my flesh.
No, there's no nudity on the bonus episodes.
No nudity, just the nudity of our souls.
Yes.
All right, ready? I'm back with an icky or picky about Jared. Ooh, the mirror gets pointed at your boy.
Throwing stones.
It's okay. Listen, I'm here.
You can take it.
I can take it.
We'll see. We'll see.
In your He Calls His Mom Every Night episode, you guys answered an email from a listener who was icked out by her boyfriend sharing a room with his mom for a wedding to save money. Okay. I met my husband in summer 2019. He was 33 at the time. Due to COVID, it was a little while until we actually went to a wedding together. But right around when we met, he had recently gone to quite a few cousins' weddings. When we started going to his cousins' weddings together, some comments were made that made me suspect that he had previously not been bringing gifts to his cousins' weddings. This turns out...
I want to know what those comments were that made... She's like, some comments were made that made me think. It's like,
well, he's either getting called out by family members. Oh, there's the guy who comes here and freebie, Mr. Freebie.
Right.
Or he said, I don't give gifts.
Yeah. Like, I need to know what the comments are. I do think that's helpful.
Right. Right. If the whole family's giving gifts and then he's like, I don't give gifts to cousins.
That's a different kind of person. Yeah.
Then my parents gave the gift.
Right.
Because that's kind of what I was saying. I can see where this is going a little bit. This turns me off so much. It's so immature. Also, when we were planning our own wedding, I was feeling so embarrassed thinking about his cousins who he hadn't given gifts to, coming to ours and giving gifts. Final clarification. This is icky to me regardless of parents' gift size and or if the latching adult child's name is on the parent's card or not. I guess I can see her opinion. Latching. Adult. I guess I'm a latcher. So icky or picky, they latch on to their parents' wedding gifts despite being a full-grown adult receiving wedding invitations of their own to their own separate addresses. Also, Jared, please feel free to correct me. Maybe I misunderstood.
I don't think
you didn't misunderstand shit. If I get invited to a cousin's wedding, mom and dad are giving that gift, and my presence is my present.
Did you get your brother a wedding gift?
No.
You didn't get your brother a wedding gift?
Why would I get him a wedding? That's my brother.
What do you mean? Of course. That's why you get him a wedding gift.
Will didn't either?
No?
Maybe did I give him a groom's? No, I got a gift.
You got a gift.
I got a groomsman gift
wedding.
at his wedding.
Did your parents give a gift on like your behalf?
Their gift is our whole lives. Look how much we've got. I'm driving Neil Sedaka's car.
So no gift?
P.S. I remember Jared saying years ago on a podcast that if he was going to a wedding that his parents were also going to, he would never give a gift. Did you change your mind? No, I'll never change my mind.
Even at 40?
There is no way my name goes on the card with mom and dad. That is it. That's our gift.
Really? For any family member? Any wedding that they're invited to?
Absolutely.
You're not giving a gift?
I don't know if depends how old we get into this.
Oh my God.
Like I'm 50, my parents are in their 80s,
yeah.
No, I have no reason.
What if you had kids of your own?
Give a gift for all of us, the whole family. The whole family on that. Well, I have to trust. I don't even know what my parents are giving.
Here I am writing checks for bat mitzvahs.
Yeah,
and
this is how the rich stay rich. This is
by having their parents give gifts.
Yeah,
to them?
you give it. What the fuck? Well, this is from the freed family. I have no embarrassment of this at all.
Wow.
I don't care if someone disagrees. You can disagree all you want.
If I do agree that if your parents are putting your name on the card, saying it's from all of you, you don't have to give a gift.
Sure. I mean, this woman's issue is that.
I do think you should.
I'm a latcher.
I do think you should have given your brother a wedding gift from you.
What would I give
as a personal thing?
I did give a speech. I did perform well. I got to put out that video. Maybe I'll put that on the U Up.
That's the gift.
That's my gift.
More views for you.
I'll put up my my best man speech. Yeah. More content
for you. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't see. I don't see how this is embarrassing. I guess like that. It's like one of those things. It's like if you call me short and I don't believe I'm short, I'm not hurt by it.
Are you sure your parents are putting you on the card?
No. No. I'm being honest here. I'm being vulnerable.
I think you should text them and ask them right now. Like for the weddings that you guys attend.
Okay. When we go to a wedding, what am I asking?
What's the last wedding besides your brother's you attended with your parents?
I think it was the Lisa Gordon's.
Okay, say for Lisa Gordon's wedding, did you put my name on the card?
Let me ask. Lisa Gordon, who also is my styling.
Yes, I know.
She's Gordon Style House.
She's
been mentioned here before.
And yet,
Lisa's great.
No gift. No wedding.
It was a nice wedding too. Did you
put my name in the card?
My name on the card you gave with the gift.
And your mom's gonna be like, I thought you were giving the gift from the whole family.
I'm asking there now. I sent it to the full family group chat.
Okay.
So Ruthie's on there too.
Okay,
she's now complicit.
Let's say your brother has a kid. Are you getting him a gift?
I'd get the kid a gift.
You would?
I think that's different.
Why?
I don't know. It just feels different. Because the kid, I have a personal relation. I guess I have a personal
Unlike your brother.
with the person getting married. I don't know. I think this is you. I understand the feedback of like being, I can't believe it.
Okay.
But I also don't care, like her being embarrassed of me.
I would only be embarrassed if the person didn't think they received a gift from my
That
husband.
is fair. That is fair. And I would be embarrassed as well.
Which is why I think like I would need to know that the parents wrote the freed family on the card.
My mom just wrote back, what?
So Lisa Gordon, if you're listening.
Yes or no? I can ask Lisa.
Did Jared get you a wedding gift? How many wedding gifts? How many weddings have you gone to where people are just like, Jared doesn't give
Jared
gifts,
just doesn't give gifts. Well, now that I'm thinking back, I just went to a wedding in May and I did have a thought the other day.
Did you give a gift?
I can't remember.
Look in your checking account.
But I didn't even buy a card. But
you Venmo them?
I could text my buddy Pete and be like, did I get you a gift or not?
Okay.
I should probably do that. This is the thing. I don't think there's a lot.
This is why you need to get married.
I was just about to say this. This is the empathy a lot of people who are single don't get. Is like, I used to say this at weddings all the time. Like, I would like forget to bring, you know, the buttons that go with the tux that match everyone else.
Right.
And all my friends would be like, how could you not bring the buttons that go with the tux? And I'm like, you have a wife that this is all you talk about. Like, you have another brain. But you know when couples die, when an old couple dies,
the other one dies quickly after?
That happens too.
That's the best.
No, but there's a thing
Can't live without me.
Right. And they don't even get to see it.
Right.
Right. From heaven, they're like, good, you fucking died too. Yeah. But there's a thing called shared brain where if a spouse dies, you lose memories.
Right.
Because they have the memories for you.
Well, and also,
so like Mike has things he remembers. Like wear the buttons for the tux.
Well, I'm like, Mike,
who got the gift?
How would you pay like the cable bill if I died? Do you know how to pay the bill? He's like, no, it wouldn't get paid.
By the third one, he'd get 3.
He'd have to call someone,
and then the cable would go off.
Yes,
and he would survive because he would call cable company and go, "Hey, sorry, my wife died.
Right. Can you help me out with the password?"
Yeah. That would be, it's just, this is the plight of a single person.
No, it's true. But I will say that in a relationship, that becomes annoying that the woman does have to do everything. Like I've gotten into things with Mike where I'm like, he's like, his friend has a baby. And he's like, did we get them a gift? I'm like, it's your fucking friend. Did you get them a gift? Right. Like, why do I have to be the one to get them a gift?
I'm very good at baby gifts.
Why?
It's something I'm good at.
Not wedding gifts.
Not wedding gifts. I am good at baby gifts. You can ask many people. I have given baby gifts, even to people that I think would be surprised
to have received one
to have received a baby gift from me.
Okay.
And I personalize it.
When I got engaged, I got a gift from you, but it was definitely orchestrated by your girlfriend. I think
it was orchestrated by my girlfriend. But I think I'll be on top of gifts for you. You've made it into the group into the circle. Have to gift.
Even if your parents aren't invited to the baby shower?
The gift will be coming from someone.
Yeah.
My mom is being so annoying about this. For Lisa Gordon's wedding, did you put my name on the card you gave with the gift? What? Yes or no? My mom writes back 2 years ago. Yeah.
Now she'll know what's her policy for attending weddings with you is really the question.
Now let's do
It's not about that specific wedding.
When you and I go to a wedding together, and you give a gift, do you put my name on the card generally or not? That's the question I'm asking. All right, let's see what she gets back with that.
All right.
Let's see if she knows how to play.
Seems like she's on her phone. So
She's always on the phone. I know I can get my
Okay.
mom. She picks up before it rings.
that's impressive.
Like I have to have headphones in and then call because if I put in the headphones late, hello, where are you? It'll be like
she really loves you. That's cute.
It's a lot. So what? She keeps asking why. I'm on a podcast. Answer the fucking question.
Know. Will you be in bed? Okay, my question. Will you?
I'm on a podcast. She writes yes.
Yes.
She wrote yes.
Okay.
Because we're talking about this on You Up.
I guess my question to you is like, let's say she said no. Would you be embarrassed and run through
then
all the people?
I would be.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't go back to the people. I would just
but you
ignore
would
it.
think about it and feel
It would
bad about
embarrass me.
You'd feel insecure.
That would be embarrassing.
Okay.
But
That's
it
all I
is
need to
not
know.
embarrassing. The way this emailer is putting it, if someone was icked out by that,
Right.
have fun. Good luck, sister.
Not your match.
Not your match.
Here's the like. Okay,
That's the thing about to me. That's the fun part about the ick conversation is one woman's ick is another woman's husband. So when people come to the ick conversation and they're like, "Well, he has dirty nails," that's not an ick. That's a turnoff.
Right.
We have to separate this to make the conversation fun. Dirty nails. There's not a lot of women being like, "He just has his dirty nails." Like, no, they go clean up your fucking nails.
Right.
If they were with them.
Yeah.
Jared doesn't give gifts at wedding. I also think gifts at a wedding is stupid.
Okay.
I think generally, like, if we really want to get into it,
You don't think people should get wedding gifts?
I don't think so. I think
I could get on board with that, I guess.
Like, what is this all for? You're going to give me back the gift I gave you?
What if, well, not if you
At
don't get
some
married.
point, right.
Then they win.
I think it would take away a lot of frustration. Right? It's a good way to make money. I don't know. I think it would take away a lot of the frustration people have with weddings.
If they could just go, right. I could agree with
Just
that.
show up.
Yeah. I don't
We're
think they're the
celebrating
most,
our love.
Yeah. Anything. Here's the thing. You should get a gift when something shitty happens to you, not when something good
Right.
happens to you. That's when you need a gift.
So there's a woman I just got put in touch with. She's starting like a breakup registry.
I like it.
Which I think is a great idea.
Yeah.
She just got, I got to look it up and find the name to go to Play
I mean,
City.
that's a little also.
it's a little-
I like it. It's
it's
a
a-
little like.
It's a little bozo, you know, it's a little.
It's a little pathetic feeling to make your own breakup registry.
Well, I
But-
have said that breakup Shiva calls should be a thing.
I agree. I think it's like it should be a thing that you get gifts when bad things happen to you. But I don't know that a registry feels a little like it takes away the nice part of it.
Right. Well, it takes away the effort and the actual friendship.
Yes, the
You know, like-
thoughtfulness of it.
Right. That's why Shiva calls when a Jew dies, the family has for 5 days or 7 days, an amount of time they basically say,
Right.
we're camped out here, come over.
Come over and tell us you're sorry. For
Right.
us.
And I think it's a very like, I think of the Jewish traditions, that is like the most practical.
I agree. And the like immediate burial.
Immediate burial, and then here's the house. It makes it less awkward.
Right.
It kind of works into the Jewish anxiety thing where it's like, we're going to be here from 10 to 5. You come here.
It's over
Here's
at
your
5.
chance. It's over 5.
Yeah.
You leave, but here's your shot. So you get your, you know,
Right. You can
the
cross this off
niceties
the
in.
list.
Right.
Yeah.
I can cross you off the list. You can cross me off the list. Boom. We should do that for breakups. And
like
it should
that.
be set up by, how great
A
would that be?
friend.
And set up by the ex.
Oh.
So he's, you know, if
He's
I'm on my way out,
prearranged everything.
I've got everything set.
Well, I mean,
The Knights of Columbus, you and your friends are going to be there from Monday through Thursday. I got a band coming on Thursday. There'll be, you know, light bites.
your spouse organizes your funeral, so
Right. So
Right?
this is a good, I think we got a business here. If Ramona Singer's daughter's listening,
yes.
here's another
Don't
business
take
for you to
it.
start.
Don't take it.
We're just the idea.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
How about Ick you're picking for you? What do you think? If they're latcher.
Dating someone with rich parents, that's not icky to me.
You don't have to be rich to be put on the card.
I think at a certain age you'd want, I think a bit more is like going to dinner with the whole family. Like you'd want to at least offer to pay at a certain age with your own family.
No,
with your own
no,
family.
no,
you have
no.
kids, your parents are still paying for dinner.
For
you go out to
dinner?
them?
Yeah, they can pay for fucking dinner. If they want to see these kids, they want to see these
You better
grandkids,
pay. Better pony
you
up.
better fucking pay. You think we're just going to dinner with you?
Yeah. All right. Yeah, okay. If there
It'd be insulting. It's insulting to pay for your parents.
I guess, is it? I don't know.
I don't know. I wouldn't.
It's insulting?
It would be insulting.
Yeah.
I'm going to say
a very,
that for
very
them.
easy opinion for you to have. It's insulting.
Let's do another.
All right. Hello, Jordana, Jared, and Ronnie.
Ronnie getting tons of shouts. I'm yet to meet this guy.
I'm bringing Ronnie in.
I'll bring a gift.
Ronnie's
from my parents.
For Ronnie? Well, I didn't get a gift for Ronnie.
Yeah, that is true.
From your parents.
I didn't
the
get
whole
a
Freed
gift for
family.
Ronnie. Oh, the baby gift thing. Can I give a shout out?
Sure.
Bliss in Boca. It's called Bliss Monogram.
Okay.
I call her, this woman, Bliss, Diane. It's my mom. Look at my mom called me too. Bliss, Diane. Call Diane at Bliss Designs. It's baby gifts.
Okay.
I call her and I say,
you get the same thing?
I go $100. You choose name, note. Here's the name of the baby.
Okay.
Here's what I want like monogrammed on it. Like I've gotten like cigarettes monogrammed on a baby gift.
Really?
Yeah, because the woman I gave her
baby chain smoker.
She liked to smoke cigs.
Okay.
So I have cigs written on the baby's
That's
thing.
pretty funny.
Yeah. So I do shit like that.
Okay.
And so like it's funny because I've called her before and I'm like, okay, I got one. And I need you to put cigs on a pink, whatever. So like I give the name and I go $100.
Okay.
Do you? And she does it, sends it out, give the address, and all done. Like it's the
got
easiest.
a bar tab at this monogram baby store.
I've run Bliss. If you guys want to check it out, I'm following them on Instagram. You can find them if you. That's the one I'm following.
So funny.
I call her like once a month.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know a lot of kids.
A lot of babies. I mean, I'm at that age. It's like the age everyone gets married.
And give them the Jared special.
Right.
It's funny. You really don't need a wife. You have something for everything.
Well,
you have
this is
you
the
have
problem.
a baby monogrammer. You have a wedding. You have a travel planner.
A stylist.
Whatever, a stylist. Yeah.
Over the moon vacations. Lisa Gordon.
You got your whole team of wives.
Well, this is kind of
several.
This is the hard part about dating me is, I've kind of got it all. And I think this is the problem of getting older and being single. Mm-hmm. You've worked out your life.
Right. You don't need no woman.
No, I don't need a woman. I could, and I got my right hand.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
Let's finish
come
the
on.
email.
No one liked that joke.
Yeah. You're just talking about baby
You're
gifts,
right.
Jared.
You're right. Okay. Why do you gotta make it darker? Okay. Here's my mom writing in. To put a.
Let's hear it.
This is my mom
to wrap it up. Let's hear it.
Why? Yes. If we're at the same wedding, I put Freeds, Kim, Jerry, and Jared.
Oh, not your brother?
Not my brother. Yes. And Dad gives a good check too. That's what she just wrote. And then Ruthie wrote in important detail to the good check.
Oh, that is an important detail. But like, why isn't your brother on the gift?
No Harry on the card and Ruthie on the card.
That's a good. Have you gone to a wedding, the 5 of you?
I don't think we have.
Okay. Well, what about the 4 of you?
What do you mean the 4 of us?
Like you and your like before Ruthie, was it?
Yeah, I think we've gone.
You think she would have included your brother if it was?
Yes.
Okay.
You think I'm the only one? I'm the loser. All right, let's go.
You can sit with them at their table.
This was the wedding that I was at the discard table. Remember the woman came up to the table? She goes, "Oh, I'm at the discard table."
Oh.
And I was like, and you couldn't like deny it.
Right.
Like I was like, yeah, I'm okay with that. The couple that was there did not like that.
I mean, as a couple, you would think you would. I'd understand that.
Right. As a couple, you're like, oh my God.
Put us with the other non-losers.
Right. Yeah. I'm in the junk drawer of tables.
Okay.
Me and the rubber bands and the batteries. The kitchen knives.
Let's get into our second email.
Kitchen scissors.
Hello, Jordana, Jared, and Ronnie. I love everything you do, and this is my favorite weekly podcast.
Oh, thank you.
Your takes on dating and life are so refreshing.
Well,
I'll
get
jump
ready
right
for
in.
this episode. Yeah. This one had a lot of life stances.
Yeah. I went on 2 dates with a guy recently and wanted your thoughts on guys wearing a baseball hat on a first date. Jared, I know you're a big hat guy, so really curious about your thoughts on this.
Okay.
For context, I live in New York City. We met at a nice-ish bar at night. No need for shading from the sun.
Okay.
In our first and second dates, he wore a baseball hat both times. At first, when I saw him with the hat, I was like, oh boy, he's balding.
Might be.
But he wasn't. Very solid head of hair.
Maybe this is a date with me.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Do you wear a hat on every date?
Not every date, but I wear hats on dates.
People can look different with or without hats. That's true.
I do make a point when I wear a hat on a date.
To say you have hair?
No, I subtly take it off and do a little brush of the hair.
Just so they can see?
Just so they see the goods.
Okay.
Just so they know.
Just they know you're not hiding. You got nothing to hide.
Yeah, Papa's got a fresh set of turf on his head.
Okay. I used to do that on dates with a push-up bra.
There we go. You know? We all do it.
I do make
we
a point.
all show off the...
People can look different with or without hats. I feel like I'm not getting the whole picture of what they look like with it on, specifically for a first date. And it's not like we're at a sporting event or bar to support a team. We're getting to know each other's personalities and looks, and with a hat, I'm not getting the full image. He said it was part of the outfit. Sure, but wear another outfit.
What is this, my grandmother writing in?
He also even brought...
What's with the hat? That was my grandmother my whole life. What's with the hat? Take off that stupid fucking hat.
They're traditional.
Yeah.
He also even bought the merch hat at the second bar we went to because they had them hanging up behind the bar. This guy really loves hats.
It's a collector.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. I love a merch hat.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it was me.
I'm all for a hat during the day to support a team or event or for an outfit, but something about it being a first date, I didn't love it. So anyway, curious what your thoughts are on this. Signed, I'd like to see your hair color, please.
Yeah, does the...
I guess this is you.
I guess this is me. I can answer for this. I've worn hats on dates. I've not worn hats on dates. When I wear a hat, I try to take it off while we're sitting.
Right.
I try to take it... I do
nice.
make a point to like as a...
Tip your hat?
A little tip. Lady.
Right.
My titties. So I take it off as a courtesy, as a politeness to my grandmother up in heaven.
Okay. That's nice.
Yeah, that's kind of
so
why
they can see you with and without that. Do you get hat hair?
I'm sure I do, but I guess I'm not concerned with that.
Do you put it back on while you're sitting?
Maybe,
Okay.
but I
do you make out with the hat on?
I have.
Okay.
And you got to like
Does
push
it
it
get in
up
the way?
before you get in the
To
yeah.
adjust
You
your
hit 'em
hat?
with the the duck bill.
Yeah.
And sometimes it gets in the way, so you push it up a little bit. But I guess I've never really thought of the. Have I like.
Is it respectful?
Right, the respect angle of like, am I dressing down? Because I do think hats and sneakers have had this kind of like...
It could be right.
Nice. And when the guy says it's part of the outfit, like I do understand that.
I have my Instagram grid picture of me in a wine tour in the Douro Valley in Portugal. Mike's wearing a hat.
Mike's wearing a hat?
I'm wearing a nice dress. He's wearing a hat.
Right. And did you think he looked good with it? Like, were you like okay with it?
Didn't bother me. I mean, here's my thought, and maybe I don't want to speak for all women personally. I'm not thinking about the individual stuff. I'm like, do I think he's attractive or do I not?
Right.
Does he look good in the hat? If he looks
Right.
good in the hat, wear the hat. If he doesn't look good in the hat, then like I'm kind of like, if I prefer the look if I'm like not attracted with the hat on, that's one thing. But if I think he looks cute with the hat on, I don't care.
I guess the one thing I would give to her, the empathy to her plight, is did he try? Is he trying, right?
Yeah.
Is this a way of, like, it's like when someone says a coffee date is a step down. And I don't think a coffee date is a step down if you've originally made a coffee date. Hey, let's grab coffee and get to know each other on a first date. If the third date, hey, instead of dinner, let's do coffee, that's different. I think that is a step down.
Right.
If the person comes to a date in a hat, I kind of look at it as the original plan. Like, it wasn't like, let me make sure she knows. Like, I don't think any person is that calculated.
Yeah. And I think...
So it's like, if she's receiving it that way, this is my way of saying, I don't think... your feelings are validated, but I would disagree with, I think you gotta look at it.
I agree with that. I think that also the fact that he bought a hat at the second bar makes it better.
Right.
Because it's like, he's a hat enthusiast.
Likes a hat.
Hats are part of like his look. He's showing up as his authentic self.
Right. I have 50 hats. Like, I have a lot of hats. I wear a lot of hats. I do many different podcasts and stand-up and improv.
So you're a hat guy.
Yeah, I'm a hat guy. So how
I mean, he's wearing a hat to a black tie wedding.
Different
that's annoying.
Story. That's annoying. Yeah, that's like, dude, enough. But if it's like third date dinner, I could also see like, hey, like I thought we were going to like a nice place. Like the hat doesn't really make sense here.
Yeah, I think.
But I don't think taking it personally in the way she's making it.
There's a cute way to say it.
Yeah, like
first date.
There's a cute way to say it to your boyfriend.
Right.
I don't think there's a cute way to say it to person you're going on a
third date with.
I actually think if it bothers you that much, you just say you don't like them that much. Like
yeah. Well,
third
also,
date,
what's the hat?
They wore a hat.
Is it a nice hat or is it a?
Let's say it's this hat. I mean, this hat.
To dinner on the third, we're going to a nice restaurant on the third date.
This is something I would wear on a date.
Or a third date to a nice
I don't know
restaurant.
about a third date for a dinner, but I would
There
wear
are
this
hats that I think you could wear to a nice restaurant. I don't think this is one of them.
Right. It's a little cartoonish.
Yeah.
And you can see on YouTube, I am wearing a hat. This is from a store called Baseballism, which I think I mentioned in the last episode.
Free hats.
Yeah, they gave me some free hats, but this is a
Not
hat
for
that
everyone, just for Jared.
Not just, for me, not for thee. But this is from Major League, the movie. So there's like nostalgia to it. I like the hat, but I don't think I would wear this on a third date.
Would you wear it
maybe
first?
I would. I don't know. Maybe I would if I'm to be
You're going to a nice restaurant?
If I was like go to shows after my date because what I'm wearing now is what I would wear on a date.
Yeah, that's a nice date.
T-shirt, jeans, nice sneakers. Would the hat make it in? It would be a decision.
Yeah. I guess if you wore that hat to a first date, I might be like, does he care? I don't know. Maybe.
Would you think that?
I don't think I would because, again, I think I would just take in the overall look. I'm
Right.
also not like a fashion person. So I think I'm just kind of looking, do I like, am I attracted or am I not?
Well, there's also like, I think what works into am I attracted or am I not, which I agree with, is how do they plan
Personal
the date?
style also.
Well,
Do I like the
do
style?
they look clean?
Yeah.
Do they? Right. This all goes into attract.
Yeah.
And
for
I'm
men,
saying
for women too.
for this woman, I think this is like one of those things in the beginning that like maybe you're just not that attracted to them.
It's possible.
I think like putting it all in the hat. If the hat changed, would everything else be okay?
Yeah.
I
think
don't know.
maybe you're not into the style.
Maybe.
It's possible.
I like that email.
Same.
UUP@betches.com, UUP@betches.com. Let's play some red flag deal breaker. This is the game. Sweeping the country. You go on a date with someone, they do one thing. Is it a red flag? You notice it, you move on. Or is it a deal breaker?
Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it. J&J, red flag deal breaker for you. I recently went on a few dates with a new guy, and on the first date, he made mention in conversation that he loves telling restaurants he's celebrating something when he makes a reservation to see what they'll do. Now, this is an option on Resi.
I know. Yeah. You can write.
Which is very tempting.
Is it?
Like, every time I see it, I'm like,
You want a free ice cream?
Well, it's like, is anyone celebrating anything? And you're like, chill out. But if you're the type that like does this, it's almost like they're like, come on, fuck with them.
Right.
Fuck with them. So like, I do have a little bit of empathy if this guy's doing it because it's like the temptation is there. Come to find out later, he secretly told the restaurant it's my birthday and they brought a dessert out and he and the waitress sang happy birthday to me. It was awkward, but honestly pretty funny. So I went with the bit and laughed with him about it afterwards. I think it's a win.
Okay.
Okay. Cut to our third date. He's done it again.
This is a little much.
He got there early and told the host it was my birthday and ordered 2 desserts to be brought out for me this time. The waiter, the host, the busboys, everyone stopped by to tell me happy birthday and thank me for celebrating with them. Now I had to go along with the bit again and try and eat both desserts after already filling myself with pasta when I was already trying to stay away from sweets.
He's ruining her diet.
I ended things after that date for a multitude of reasons, but that was definitely in there. I get what he was trying to do to be sweet and funny, but I felt it went too far. And I didn't want to sign up for a lifetime of lying about my birthday. Honestly, I think he paid for the desserts the second time, so it's not like it was even about being cheap and getting freebies. So red flag or deal breaker, he always lies to the restaurant about it being your birthday. Sincerely, not a B-day bitch. What do you think?
I kind of hate this. I don't like being like the center of attention, even on my birthday. I don't like being like sung to at a public restaurant. So I would really hate it if it was done twice. Like the first time as a joke, I would play along with it.
Right.
But I agree the second time I'd be like, why are we making the same joke again? And I'm not
Right.
someone who like likes that kind of humor if it's a joke. I don't really understand the point.
Find another bit, dude.
Yeah.
And also, like, you did it. Like,
The one time, like, okay, it's like fine, kind of. Again, it's a little
Right.
early in the date for doing like pranks. I
listen,
think.
I'll say this as a stand-up comedian. If you use the same different word twice, it works worse the second time. The surprise is gone.
I'm sure. Yeah.
The originality's gone. You know, it like if I said whatever the word may be, if I used a word to be funny, like if I reference curly fries and then I say call them curlies, like that's funny.
Sure. Sure.
It could be funny.
I need more context.
Right.
Okay.
But curlies, to reference your fries, is a funny way to say I had curly fries. If I said Curly's again, enough. We get
Right.
it. You think Curly's is really funny.
Yeah.
It's like almost like an admission. He thinks this is really funny,
Right.
which is like the opposite of funny.
And that's what's kind of the turnoff is like you think something is really funny that's not.
And it's not working. And listen, if you did it every now and again and that was your thing, that like, I don't know, I just don't want to be surprised. You're on a first
Twice
date.
in a row is a lot,
Right.
too.
It's almost like you're performing for me and we should be performing together.
Right. You know when it would be fun is like, okay, fine, you did it like once on your like first date, then you're like dating, you're in a relationship, you get into a big fight at dinner, and then you do it to like break the ice.
Awesome.
That's
right.
fun.
It's just, when it becomes a arrow in your quiver,
Right.
like of your bits of the things you do, like I've done a bit on a date where you get wine and then they go, do you want to taste the wine? And I go, she's the expert.
Okay.
And then while she's sipping it, I go, send it back. She always does.
Okay. That's funny.
That's fun.
Yeah.
But if you do it a second time,
yeah.
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
Like but yeah, I'm with she said a multitude of reasons that they ended.
I'm sure it has it.
But I think this is his
Right,
personality.
it's his personality. He seems kind of annoying. Okay.
Deal breaker.
Deal breaker. Do you get
Big fucking loser.
Do you get on your birthday? Would you get a cake brought out to you? Would you be like? Would you
I
like
do that for myself?
No. Would you like that if someone got that for you?
I'd appreciate it.
You would.
But I would say that's very nice of someone. I wouldn't like be angry at them.
Right.
Would you like? You don't like it.
I wouldn't be mad at them either, but I also like at this point I don't really like it at this.
Yeah, like
age.
there's a point where I don't know.
I guess it's fine. It's fine,
It's
but I'm not.
fine.
It's not like my. I wouldn't. I would definitely not be upset if it didn't happen.
The older I get, the more dessert guy I become. I never was a dessert guy.
I kind of agree. I've gotten more into desserts as I've gotten older.
I think I just don't want the night to end, and it becomes like let's do
With a date, that'd be
or
such
by
a sweet.
myself. Last night I went to
be
got
such a
ice
sweet
cream
way to
alone.
say it.
Yeah. Don't you
I
want
just
this
you want
night to-
dessert. I don't want the night to end.
I'm right near Anita Gelato.
Oh wow,
I haven't gone yet. I should probably go.
you should. It's good.
I went to Milk Bar.
Okay, that's you get the little truffle.
No, I got the.
Thingies.
I like their ice cream, the frozen yogurt.
I don't know if I've ever gotten ice cream there.
They do a great.
They had that cake.
They have
that
the
everyone
cake.
loved, yeah.
But they have this
Cake balls was the thing.
The cake balls. They got good cookies, but they have a chocolate cereal milk ice cream, and they put cornflakes on it, and it's delicious.
Wow.
All right, let's do it.
Plug City. Okay.
Plug City.
All right. J&J, longtime listener and second time writer. Your advice was spot on and helped me see the light when I wrote in a few years ago. My then boyfriend was taking his ex-mother-in-law's phone calls in the middle of our dinners, and you accurately reminded me that it was a big-time deal breaker.
You're welcome.
Is that something
Is that like
something
putting
you
your
would
name
stay
on the
with?
car? Would I be okay with it? The ex-mother-in-law?
Oh, his ex-mother-in-law,
Yeah,
not his
that's
mother.
not his mother.
If it was his mother, you're
mom,
okay.
I'd be
Okay,
cool.
okay.
with it. I just took my mom's call in the middle of this podcast.
Yes, now I remember this one. Now I remember. Okay.
Yeah.
Love you guys and was hoping for some more sage wisdom. I'm listening to today's Friday Feels recap of The Materialists, and you were debating on whether having roommates in your 30s is a red flag or deal breaker. The conclusion was fine if you're a woman living with friends, but deal breaker across the board if your roommates are your parents. This got me thinking.
I don't know if it was across the board. I don't
don't
this
remember.
description of this
That
is not
doesn't-
how I would.
It's not how I remember that conversation.
Not
but
at all.
Sure.
I hear them, but I don't agree with how we're being.
And I also think what I've always thought about roommates is if you have a plan to leave the room.
We're on the same page on that. Yeah, if someone said I'm 35 and I have
Temporarily,
roommates,
yeah.
but my plan is this, and I'm in school for that, and I'm investing in this, that's a different thing.
I agree.
Yeah.
I, 36 female, am in the process of buying and renovating a house that I will share with my grandparents who are in their late 80s. This will be
Stealing from the old.
You like her style,
I
right?
like it. I like it.
This will be my house, and they will live in the separate ADU. I don't know what that means.
What is ADU? Adult
Diaper. University. Accessory dwelling unit. I assume it's like a separate
Adult Diaper University.
That's really what it means.
Hey, Gramps, you're in the ADU.
ADU.
Get your diapers on.
Yeah. No, it's in like a separate little house on the
Wait,
property.
what do they call? Yeah, but that's usually called like a mother's suite or
That's what-
something.
Or the pool house, as Jared is usually
pool house,
relegated
that's
to.
where I live.
Yes. But we will likely spend most evenings and a bit of weekend time together. They're a lot of fun, but also respectful of boundaries. Also, both are able-bodied and have sharp minds.
Thank God.
So I won't be responsible for any medical type care. I'm excited.
Yet.
Yet, yes. I'm excited to be with them and grateful that we'll get to spend however many years they have left together.
I think this is very nice. Okay.
I need more information. My question is, will this be seen as a deal breaker to potential partners? Jared, would you run for the hills if you met a girl in real life revealed on date 2 that she shares her home with a couple octogenarians?
What's an octogenarian?
I mean, someone in their 80s.
Oh, I thought it was like an octopus.
No, it's like octo 80.
80.
Yes.
Oh, octogenarians. Okay.
Jordana, can you craft a sort of script I could use to show that I'm a fully formed adult with her shit together who happens to watch a lot of Jeopardy with her grandma? Is this a red flag? Would potential partners see me living with my grandparents in my 30s as a red flag or deal breaker? Much love, and ADA accessible batch.
Listen, the way she described it in this email is perfectly reasonable and fine.
I need more information.
Do you?
I do.
What do you need to know?
So she's buying the house and putting her grandparents up, or like the grandparents are buying the house and putting her up?
To me, it sounded like a joint effort. It sounded
they're in on this together.
And the grandparents and her.
And she lives in the main house and they live in like the outhouse.
The ADU, the Adult Diaper University.
Yes.
I could see how this happens because, hey, we want to gift you something.
Okay.
We want you to. Well,
that's what I think.
And she can buy a house, and then she can probably, on her own, she can get this house. But with her grandparents and them in the ADU,
it's a joint situation.
We can get this really beautiful home that you will cherish and love, and we would love to be a part of giving you. But we also got to live.
Right.
And
they live in the separate, smaller house?
Yeah, they live in the dumpster.
I feel a little bad about that.
No, they've chosen. This is the deal they made. I'm saying as a guy on a date with a woman who told me this, I would go, I get it. Like, I kind of get, hey, I can buy it in this neighborhood. I like my grandparents. They're fun. They're able-bodied. We watch Jeopardy together. Like, this is the Golden Girls.
Yeah.
This is what we were talking about. This was literally the premise of the Golden Girls.
But she's not golden.
Well, this is a golden engagement of sorts.
Yes.
I
think I would want to know like exactly how close they were. Like, are they hanging out every night?
Are they naked close? Are they
hanging out every night? Does she have other friends besides the grandparents? If there's a man,
this is closer to how I'm living in Del Rey than I want to admit. Yeah, this is like, because I like go to my parents' house and like have dinner and then go home.
I mean, that's fine. You live near your parents. That's not a red flag or a deal breaker.
Right.
I think the question to me is like, what is the life out? Is this like her whole life is like her and her grandparents watching Jeopardy? And
I don't think
she lives in the house
it's like
and they live in the outhouse and they're like in this. I'd want to know like more about the rest of her life to decide if this was, because it would be like, this was a man.
Right. If it was a man doing this,
I would need more information about like the kind of life he lives. Because I might be a little turned off.
I would assume it's not as attached to the hip as it maybe sounds.
Okay.
My assumption is I see him around. Sometimes it's nice that we get to watch TV together.
Yeah.
I don't have like a appointment that I have to like cancel.
Yeah.
Like this is just a couple of people that I love, and I'm really kind of feel lucky that I'm getting this weird time with them that I didn't think I'd have. And when I come home with a guy, I don't give a fuck. We're cool about it.
Okay.
I guess there's a spectrum.
If that's the answer.
Right, there's a spectrum. It could be that, it could be what you're saying.
Yeah, if that's the answer, I'm cool with it. If they live like an insular lifestyle and it's just them and the grandparents every night,
right,
I think I'd be a little like turned off by the enmeshment.
This does not ring loser to me. Okay. So it's a red flag, not a deal breaker. Let's do one more.
Okay.
J&J benefit subscriber here. I'm married now, but still love your podcast. Thank you. I have a red flag or deal breaker topic that I just remembered from my dating days and thought I'd send it in. Listen, if you're married, you want to send in your husband and wife red flag deal breakers.
Send your problems in.
Yeah, we love, this is a relationship podcast. I was texting this guy from Hinge and noticed that he typed "your" instead of "you are." Throughout our chat multiple times. It happens once or twice. It doesn't bother me, but intellect is a really important quality in a partner for me. So when this guy used it wrong 5 times, I cracked and asked him if he knew the difference between "your" and "you are."
Wow, awkward.
He didn't take it well. I mean, at that point, unmatched. It's over.
Yeah.
Like what's he going to write back? I do know that, like this is an artistic take on "your." Like what answer would suffice you? He wrote me a long paragraph about how he knows the difference, but he types so fast, sometimes he misses it. Like even the response, like get out of it. And he sent me a screenshot of when he did use it correctly.
See, I know.
Right.
I know it.
I know stuff. The irony is that the long paragraph, you used it wrong again.
That's a little weird.
I do know it. Here you go. Yeah. Red flag or deal breaker. Someone consistently misuses your versus you are in text. For me, it was a deal breaker, but happy to report that my now husband does know the difference between your and your. Happy face. What do you think?
I could understand it being like a little bit of like a thing in the back of your head that would like bother you consistently. Mm-hmm. Have I dated someone who does that? Probably.
Yeah.
I think like if you're the typing fast thing I do get, because I've written like, especially in the old phones, like you are, you're.
Right. The old phones, like T9 days.
Yeah.
This was a reality.
Now it's like you can type pretty fast with the correct grammar. Your phone like will correct it for you.
I'm more likely, let me give you a one or the other. Are you more likely to end it with someone who messes up your versus you are? Or are you going to dump someone who corrects people when they misuse your versus you
corrects
are?
People or corrects the same person they're talking to
people.
consistently?
I think if they do it a bunch and you correct them, fine, I guess.
Right. I mean, I especially when I was like redoing my house, I would text with many people when renovating, many vendors that were not using the correct form of your.
And would you correct them?
Absolutely not. That would be insane.
That's insane.
That would be like lunatic.
Well, this is.
Did I think about it like a little bit? Fine. Was it in the back of my head? Okay.
Yeah,
but that's not their skill set.
But also, that's the difference between you and crazy person.
Right.
Is you go, Jordana.
No, I agree.
That's a them problem.
If it was Mike.
Right. Doesn't affect my life.
If it was Mike and it was like 5 dates in, I think I'd want to know that he did know the difference. I think I would want to know that he did know.
This goes back to probably versus probably. You know they know it's probably.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this is where the correction you go, this is like your OCD showing. Mm-hmm. I'm okay with I'm a do me.
Well, it's more like when it's someone you're dating, it's different than someone you're speaking to about something that is not like, because you get one partner, right? And
they represent you. Right. So that's a part of it.
So it's a little, I would care more about like how they're representing me in the world with the your versus your.
That's a fair feedback to this conversation.
Right. I think if sometimes if and I do this too, I don't know how to pronounce anything, as you've heard on the show, where like if he would correct me for that, I'm fine with that. I would correct him if he was saying something that was like pronounced completely incorrectly. I think you're at a certain level. Would I do that in the beginning? Maybe not. Right. Would you? I think if someone kept saying the word like Houston Street,
I would correct them.
You would. Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
But that'd be different.
Why?
Because that's not how it's pronounced here.
Well, that's not how you write your.
I guess one's about functionality. Like, did we get there? You know, like the text is like.
But you knew what they were talking about. They said Houston Street.
Right. That's fair. I don't know. Houston.
I think it's more like for them and for you. It's like, let's not embarrass both of us by you saying this thing over. I do this with sports stuff all the time. I say people's names wrong.
Yeah, but that's I wouldn't be correcting someone because they're embarrassing us. I'd be like, wouldn't you want to say the name right?
You wouldn't think it was embarrassing if you're at a double date and your girlfriend's just like, it's right below Houston Street. It's right below, like she lives here.
Well, I would say to her, you know it's Houston, right?
Well, that's what part of that is because it's a little weird for you, right?
Right. I don't know, but the you are thing is like quiet. It's not said out loud.
Right, you wouldn't be able to like hear it, but they might be texting other people. They might be texting.
Yeah, but that's not my problem.
They might be texting your parents.
My parents do it wrong. I mean, my mom.
Well, what if it was like more egregious than that? Like horrible spelling.
It would.
There'd be a line for you.
I don't think you're gonna teach someone. Like to me, like
you just break up with them.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. She shouldn't have corrected him, especially they're talking on Hinge.
Right.
They haven't even met.
I don't want to be helped by anyone.
It's okay to be turned off.
Even if you're like, I want to set you up with my friend. No, I'm insulted.
Okay.
Like,
right.
Hey, I matched with you, but it's only because I think my friend would be great for you.
That's annoying.
Get the fuck out of here. Okay.
I agree. Yeah, no one wants to learn a lesson on a dating app.
Ever.
That's totally fair.
So we saw.
Just don't stop speaking to them.
Right. You can just goodbye. You owe them nothing. We solved dating again.
We did it. We'll be back on Friday.
Boom.